Hey, I'm James, and this is my dream camper van that I built, and I've called it the Happy Hippy van. I've done it as like a van for my business. I've got it set up so I've got like an office area. I'm planning on starting my podcast in there, and I can just travel around and obviously promote the product for my business. Also, after having ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease, I've got to really look after my body and my health, so I'm really health conscious. That's why I've got like a fridge and a freezer, so I've got plenty of organic food in, and it's just facilities so I can always eat the right food, get sleep when I need it, and obviously be as healthy as possible, because that's priority. The base model is a Volkswagen Crafter, and it's a 4motion and an automatic. So it's got like van of the year since like 2019, so I wanted to go for that. Some of the modifications that we did on the outside, like the base van, it came like all this trim here was all plastic, and like black plastic. So I had all this trim and all the front bumper all the way to the underneath the headlights, that was all plastic. So I had it all colour-coded white because the van was white. And the reason for that is this vinyl wrap that I've had on it only sticks to the white, and I wanted it to be like the full wrap all the way down. Talking of the wrap, I went for a design like this artist, he's done his own version of the world, and it's got all like obviously elephant in Africa and a little bit of everything going on, all the fishes and the mermaids in the sea. So that's the design I wanted. I was like funky map of the world, because obviously in a camper you're going to be touring, so you want a map to know where you're going. We went for the off-road tyres, the BF Goodrich all-terrain. They're loud on the road, but so you don't get stuck in fields when you're there. I did standard wheels, and they're powder coated in copper colour. Here we've got the bed pods. These are so you can sleep horizontally. I'm 5'9", and when I lay out and stretch out like that on my tippy toes, I've still got about that much room. It actually gives you 190 centimetres width for the van, so you get like an extra 30 centimetres. Because we fitted this sliding door, we actually had to put an extension on the roller so it clears it when we open it, because it would only go halfway at first. So now that clears it all the way. We got this is the electrical input point, so when you've got shore power you can connect up to like the mains if you're ever at a campsite or want to charge the batteries up. I'm using that quite a bit at the moment because I ain't got the solar panels fitted just yet, so that charges up and I've got like 4 days charge. 4 days worth of battery with that. We cut this window out on both sides. This obviously didn't have a window, so got all that cut out and fitted a window on both sides, obviously tinted for a little bit of privacy. So right, let's show you inside. I don't know what's more colourful, the outside or the inside. I'm proud of this. So inside, with the colour scheme, I went for blue, green and purple. And for the spiritual people, that's like your higher chakras. Purple, blue and green for your heart. It's earthy, isn't it? You got blue sky, green grass, so that's why I went for that vibe. I've got little pop down table here for when I've got my awning fitted. Just a nice little thing for your drinks. I've got this here, just chuck your shoes in and stuff just so they don't fall out. And yeah, do you want to go inside and have a look? Here I've got the swivel seats. It actually came with double seats in. I took the double seats out, I got a single seat base and then put them on swivels, and they swivel round 180 degrees. I put a shelf up here and we've had it suede lined. I've set this up here so it's like an ergonomic desk. I wanted that to just be at the right height, so my legs are at a right angle, and then this just pops up. Yeah, and that's just set for like my office area, so I can have my laptop there, I can do my journaling, take my notes, and also do like live videos and podcasts, just have everything set there. So that's a nice little setup that we've got going on. All my fixtures and fittings I've done copper, like everything that I could do copper has gone copper. So I've got my sockets here for my office area. I've also got an Ethernet cable because I like to hardwire my stuff. Up here you'll see I've actually got my Wi-Fi unit. I haven't got that connected up. The aerial's going to go on top of the roof racks. when I get it in. I've got overhead storage. These are like 30 centimetres out. I think they're 60 centimetres across, and I've got 5 of them. I stained all on the outside. I didn't want to stain on the inside because I thought if I'm ever chucking like white shirts in there or whatever, I don't want them to end up coming out blue. I got these, it's like a nice pattern. It's like made of real copper. It's called like a Marrakesh pattern. Like I said, orange suede everywhere. I've got wood behind here in case I want to drill in and put any handles or any hooks and handles. I see a lot of people with camper vans, they have hooks and handles everywhere. Once I start properly living in it, I'll realise where I want all this stuff. This is all storage, and the reason why we put this fixed box in across here is so we can have this table. It's quite common for camper vans to have lagun tables. I had it all powder coated copper. Everything that was not going to be made of copper, I've had powder coated copper colour. And then I got myself a table that it spins around like that. And then it also, I can face the 2 seats against each other, and you can like have a meal with someone else and have it here, or I can swivel it around wherever it's needed. And obviously I can raise it up as well. Loosen that and then raise it up so it's a bit higher. What I've done with it raised up, I can have it here, so I've got a little desk. It's a little seating area. I can open the door, sit in the sunshine. You've got to do that in England sometimes with our summer. I've got a fridge and a freezer. These are Dometic. I think this is a CRX 80. No, yeah, CRX 80. This is a CRX 50. And on the front of them, they normally have a stainless front, but I've put real copper sheets in there to keep with the copper vibe. We've gone for full copper worktops, which I'm really happy about. As you might be able to see, it gets a lot of character. It gets like stains, like fingerprints and stains. I've got the Thetford triplex oven, but I had this taken off and had it powder coated copper colour. It's all about the details. More copper features. I've gone for copper handles, like smiley face half moon ones, and they're like acid stained tarnished copper. I'll show you the toilet. I've got these little levers, put them down, and then you pull it out, and you pull it all the way out and it clips in place. Yeah, like I said, when I was laying it out, we had to go fridge, then sink, and then have somewhere for the toilet and have somewhere for the oven, all whilst not interfering with the wheel arches, because the wheel arches come like all the way up to here. I've got to always have somewhere where I can hang up my shirts. So I've got a cupboard here, a clothes rail in here, and it's all copper finish underneath there as well, which I think is pretty cool. With the ceiling that we've got in here, this is all pine, and it was all just untreated pine. I've had it stained in rubio monocoat, and this is the heather purple colour. Sometimes looks a bit brown, but then when it's got light shining on it, it's like proper pops purple. Just above you, we've got the max air fan. It circulates air in and circulates air out, depending on what you choose. I've also, for like extra ventilation and stuff, I've got a skylight up here. I've put a copper surround on this skylight as well. You can slide this across, and then you've got your blackout blinds, and you can slide this across, and then you've got your fly covers. Extra drawer here just for pots and pans and kettles and stuff. I went for hammered copper sink. This is like 40 centimetres by 40 centimetres. This tap here, this is from Morocco. It's been all hand carved, and this copper tap is for my filtered water. A cool little feature we've got here is I've got aura lights along the top of here and also along the bottom. You see that I've got a little switch here near my bed. Just turn it on. And then I've got a little remote control here, and you can do all different stuff. It can go all different colours and get that vibe going on. Over here, we have the bulkhead. This is obviously what the bed frame's on, and it's what separates the garage and inside here. And I've got this set up, so this opens up like that, and I can just use it as a step to get up into my bed. With my bed, I've gone for like an organic mattress, so it doesn't off gas. It's all organic, chemical free and stuff. That's an Una mattress. And then I quite like that I can sit on my bed, and this is like fits around my head I think that's a nice touch. And then if you just see here, I've got this shelf just for drinks or whatever I need if I'm in bed. With the cutouts, I've obviously done orange suede and then boxed it all out with this wood. That gives me 190 centimetres across. I've got my shoes on at the moment, but plenty big enough for me at like 5'9". Makes a big difference. Oh, the blue stain and the green, that's Rubio monocoat as well. I went for emerald green and then sapphire blue, I think, and it's turned out really good. Also, the plywood that I ordered, because I'm really health conscious, plywood is normally stuck together with glue that's got formaldehyde in, so I had to pay about 5 times extra, and this is, it's called poplar plywood, so it's like a whitish colour. And yeah, it's got soya glue, so it doesn't off-gas any chemicals. I thought if I'm having a camper van that I'm going to be living in like 24/7 and like sleeping in it, I want to have as low chemical environment as possible. So that's why I've like minimised plastics and anything that would off-gas. Like normally people, they carpet line everything. But that's why I went for suede, because it's natural material, so you're not getting the off-gassing and stuff like that. Right, so I'll show you the back now. Yeah, so here we are in the back, keeping the old blue and green theme going on. And then you can see the purple colour a bit more in here with the light on it. What I've got it separated, like I said, so I can fit my e-bike in here. I've got sockets and charging point there for my e-bike or whatever I need. I took this off, obviously powder coated it, copper colour. You're getting the vibe that I'm going for now. Inside here is all the electrics and stuff. We went full on with the electrics. All this Victron stuff, it's like top of the range. That's for like the charger. And then in here you've got one for your solar panels, one's like a distributor that I'm not even going to pretend that I know what it is, but it all does everything you need for a camper van. I've got LEDs across here. It's hard to see, but at night time it comes in really handy. Lights all this up, and I've got LEDs along the bottom here as well. Obviously got the orange suede, and you see it goes into the bed area, and you can see straight through there if I ever want to chuck stuff in. And then here we've got my water heater and my heating system. I've got a Truma multi-fuel, so it runs on gas and on electric, and yeah, it'll do all my hot water, cold water, and just blowing hot air. I didn't say inside my camper van, I've got one of my outputs for the Truma heater. It comes down here, so if I ever chuck my bike in wet, it'll dry my bike out. I've got one just going straight down the alleyway in the middle of my van, and then I've got one blower output just where my office area is, so I've got hot air blowing on me there. You see this foil thing there, that's my tin foil hat to just separate the radiation from the batteries and the EMF giving off that from the sleeping area. I'm very big on my health, and I want to always get a good night's sleep, so yeah, it's my tin foil hat just to separate it. I'm going to go a bit better than just tin foil and get it all Faraday caged, but that's just for getting me away for now. This is plywood. You can got so many options for the back door, but I went for plywood, and then if I ever want to drill anything on, like, and hook it on or anything, I'll know what I need when I start using it. We're going to spin it round so you can see the other side. It's really windy, so we'll get it spun round and I'll show you all the holes we drilled in it on the side there. We'll start off down at the bottom. We've got the gas intake here, and that gas intake is for an underslung gas tank that we've got fitted like underneath the driver's side there. I've got this as high up as possible so it's not getting caught when I'm doing a bit of off-roading or whatever. We've got the water inlet. This is the exhaust for my Truma heater. This is my outdoor shower. You just plug it in there and then you can rotate it round, and that's like hot and cold. We also got these wheel arch extensions fitted as well. Adds a little bit on, and it just stops the mud and the cow poo flying up the side of your van. So here we are at the front of the vehicle. I just thought I'd mention this because it was all this black plastic all the way down, from like the headlights down. I paid extra to get all this colour coded so I could get it wrapped, and obviously paid extra to get all this wrapped, all the grill and stuff. I think it really finishes it off, so I thought I'd mention that. And I thought I'd just show you the front, because everyone loves the fact that it's 4-wheel drive And these lights are like optional extras as well. So for the VW enthusiasts, I thought you'd like to see the lights at the front. Last but not least, I thought I'd show you this steering wheel. I had this all replaced and it's got all these nice shapes. It looks funky, but it actually feels really nice to drive with. And I got like fine Napa leather around here, and I kept the orange theme going, like what we got with the suede and stuff, and orange stitching. So thanks a lot for watching. Like and share this video. Share it with anyone that you think will enjoy this van. I've called it Happy Hippy Van on Instagram and Facebook. So follow along for there. I'll be doing a part 2 coming up soon when I've got everything finished off. Hope you liked it. See you later.